First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out. Question: during World War II, I wondered what the people who watched the imprisonment of the Jews were doing. ChatGPT said, that's a profound and important question. What were the ordinary people doing while the Jews were being imprisoned during World War II? The answer is layered and complex, and it depends on where people lived, their personal beliefs, their level of awareness, and their courage. Here's a breakdown of what different groups of people were doing. Martin Niemöller was a German pastor who remained silent until it was nearly too late. First they came for the socialists, and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me. Pastor Martin Niemöller. Martin Niemöller was a German pastor, a man of faith, who remained silent until it was almost too late. He once believed Hitler was a force for good, until he saw what silence allowed. In 1937, Niemöller was arrested and imprisoned in a concentration camp. He lived, but many others did not. People watched. Some said they didn't know. Some were afraid, but silence was never neutral. Some were ignorant or misinformed. Many Germans and others in Nazi-occupied territories did not know the full extent of what was happening in concentration camps or ghettos. Nazi propaganda and censorship were highly effective. People saw Jews being taken away, but often were told they were being relocated for labor. Some participated or supported the Nazi regime. Neighbors, teachers, clergy, and even children sometimes joined Nazi youth groups or reported Jews to authorities. Anti-Semitism was widespread. Some believed the propaganda and supported the cleansing of society. Fear of punishment or retaliation kept many silent. The Nazis ruled with terror. Speaking up could mean death. Some people chose not to know, believing silence would keep them safe. They may not have held a weapon, but their silence gave evil the room to breathe. Some turned a blind eye. Fear of punishment or retaliation kept many silent. The Nazis ruled with terror. Speaking up could mean death. Some people chose not to know, believing silence would keep them safe. Not everyone turned away. These were lights in the darkness. Some resisted or helped. A minority chose to hide Jews, forge documents, or help them escape. People like Corrie ten Boom, Netherlands, a Dutch watchmaker, hid Jews in her home. She was arrested. Her family died, but she stood for what was right. Oskar Schindler, Germany, a German businessman, risked everything to protect over 1,000 Jewish lives. The White Rose movement, students and professors in Munich, young students printing leaflets, were executed, but their voices still echo through time. These individuals often risk their lives to do the right thing. What are the injustices we ignore today? Who are the oppressed we leave behind? And what will you say when you look back on history? Did you turn a blind eye to injustice in the name of man's ideals of justice? Let us speak for the voiceless, act for the oppressed, love as Christ commanded. God, awaken our hearts, break the chains of apathy. Let our voices rise, even when the world is silent. In Jesus' name, amen. Never forget, never again, let your silence be broken by love.